Hi everyone, it's Nikki, and today's craft is going to be these cute little shamrocks made out of burlap ribbon, and we're going to turn it into a cute banner that we're going to hang from the fireplace. All you're going to need is 2 spools of the burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree, or wherever you find some burlap ribbon. I found this at Dollar Tree. 2 spools. And you can get 4 shamrocks out of 1 spool by cutting your ribbon down till about 25 to 26 inches for each little shamrock. White string to make our additional little bows on the front. I have some green baker's twine to tie them all together. And in my stash of St. Patrick's Day supplies, I have these little shamrock, little button kind of pieces that I've bought, I believe, from Hobby Lobby several years ago. So just whatever you have, you can use a green button. If you've got green buttons, you can use the gold little coins from Dollar Tree that they have out, but those are the items that I'm going to be using today. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take our first ribbon of the 25 inches long, and let's aim this down so you guys can see here on my table. And I'm going to fold this over, and I want it to be about 3 inches. So I've got my little ruler, and I'm going to measure. That's at about 4. Let's go about 3.5. That looks pretty good right there. So about 3.5. Then I'm going to fold this side over, and I want it to be about 3.5 as well. And we are pretty darn close to that. All right, and we're going to gather it right here in the middle to make like a little bow, like a little bow tie. I am going to then take my green baker's twine, and I'm going to tie this in a knot. You may need to get somebody to help hold it, or for us experienced crafters, we kind of learn how to be able to get it ourselves when we don't have anybody else around. And there we go. Okay, and I'm going to tie that off into a nice tight knot. There we go. And cut these pieces off. All right, so there is that piece. Then I'm going to flip this around, and I'm going to make our little top piece being about the same, about 3.5 inches. And just kind of gather right there in the middle. Ta-da! There we go. And that is going to be down. And then we're going to take our green baker's twine, and all I do is just kind of wrap it around a couple times. Wrap it around the other side a couple times, trying to get it as tight as I can. And then I'm going to tie that off into another knot. Now don't worry too much on how this is going to look, because that's why I have the white yarn and the little buttons to cover. And cut that off. And there we go. And there is your little shamrock. I flag the bottom. And there we go. Then I take a piece of string or white yarn. These pieces are probably, let's see, that's 1, 2, so 24, about 30 inches long. I fold them in half and then I just make another bow. So I do the 2 bunny ears, and these are actually really long, but I wanted to give myself enough to work with. And there is my bow. And then I'm going to take that and glue that right down on there. Now if I wanted, I could take the green baker's twine and I could have left this on without cutting it off. And we're going to glue all of that on. Take our hot glue, add some of that to the middle. First thing we'll do is fold that in half, kind of stick that down in there, and then take our little bow and stick that down into there. And there we go. There's our little shamrock. How cute is that? So now we have 2 done. And then we're just going to hook these all together on our jute twine. That's really cute. I like it with the little shamrock in the middle. So there we go. I think I'm going to add a couple more of those. Let's see, what does it look like with the little gold coin? Let's see, let's look in the camera and see. I don't like it. It's too big. So let's add this one that says Happy St. Patrick's Day. Right there. There we go. All right, let me make the rest of my little shamrocks and finish those up, and then we will be right back to make the rest of our banner. We are back. We've got all of our little shamrocks made. I have 8 total. I have different little designs there in the middle. We pointed out earlier as we were making them. So what I did is I took my jute twine, I went over and I measured the fireplace to get how long I would need my banner to be for my fireplace and where I have my hooks. So I've just knotted off my ends to make the little hooks. This side is my adjustable side. So if I want it to hang down lower or tighter, once it's up, then this is my adjustable side, which won't be seen once it's hanging up. So I fluffed all of my little shamrocks and just kind of rounded them out, gave them a little fluff. I figured out what order I wanted them to hang on, you know, because I had different ones, so I wanted to make for sure that I had everything. There we go, just like that. So then what I'm going to do is I'll take one side and I am going to run it through two of them. So then that way the shamrocks are kind of hanging, you know, at different angles. So as I'm running it through, so I ran it through those two, pulling it all the way to the end. Then this one, I'm going to run it through these two. Let me pull it through and then I'll show you. Let me flip it around here. And then that way they kind of hang sideways. And then I'll flip it through on the next one. I want it to go this direction, so I'm going to flip it through these two. I'll show you, and then after, this will be my last time showing until the final picture. So there we go. There's no need to glue any of these. I practiced with it. When they were hanging up, they stayed right in place. And then this way I can adjust them after they are hanging up for the right balance. So really there's no need to glue. And at this point, your banner is done. Isn't it cute? All right. Well, you guys have a great day, and I will see you on the next craft. Bye-bye.